welcome to K&Q Digital Radio and Podcast, the show that we talk, you listen, you comment, we listen, we deliver. My name is Kim Melody, aka Denny, the vocalist. I'm with my co-host tonight. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Okonan Kompela. This is the Power of Conversation. Thank you for tuning in once again to another episode of the K&Q podcast. Remember, guys, this is Youth Month. I'm so excited for tomorrow. It's the day where we get to celebrate it. Before we get started with the show, I just want to remind you guys to like and share our pages and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, our social media pages are Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And for those of you who wish to make use of our advertising services, please do send us a message on our WhatsApp line. Our WhatsApp line is available on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we're still on the same Zavalazo, the same struggle as youth. As you know, our economy. As you know, our economy is not stable. So today we're gonna focus on the youth in business. So I wanna give shout out to everyone trying all the best to make it in the business world. Entrepreneur, it's the only way, guys. We need to go and focus. I think we need to motivate and find more entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I also think it's quite pertinent, or important rather. I should stop using these words. It's important to have a recap about Monday's topic of discussion, which was the youth desk. We won't talk too much about that, but I do think it is important to touch on the importance of the youth desk and why we have it. Tomorrow we're celebrating June 16. As we all know, if you are above the age of 13, you should know this by now. If you're not, go ask for your money back. I'm kidding. You didn't pay any money to go to school. So in 1976, there was a student uprising. And when I say student, I'm talking about learners in local schools. It happened when the apartheid regime introduced or mandated that Afrikaans be the only instruction of education, or the medium of instruction rather. And obviously in a country as diverse as ours, that was not going to work. And thanks to the courage of the youth of 1976, hence our given theme, it is the descendants of 76. Thanks to them, we have the options and the choices to choose in whichever medium of instruction we want to be taught in, whichever we want to be comfortable in. Big shout out to them. We appreciate it. We do not take it for granted. And I know that a lot of them are still alive. And it's unfortunate what happened in Sharpeville, with thousands of deaths and injured students. Or, they say that that's just an estimation. We don't know the real number. But not to say enough about that, I want to get back to Monday's topic, which was the importance of the youth desk, or the function of the youth desk. I think it was quite a noble thing that the municipality or the local government introduced into our society. The guest that was here on Monday evening is Wongaletu Noenda, as you guys all know him, Mr Thabo. He actually also had, his own mini protests about that. And he saw the importance behind having a youth desk and what purpose it would serve. And as how I understand it from Monday's conversation, is that it is to uplift and to empower youth that want to elevate their circumstances. Now, yes, we can talk about youth unemployment, but if there's unemployment, there is more than one way to kill a cat.
Yeah.
start a business, start employing youthful people. And that also coincides a lot with the government's general theme this year. They always have a theme every year when it comes to Youth Month. And this month's theme is accelerating the opportunities and collaborations to improve and better the lives of the youth. Yeah. And so you spoke about youth businesses or the youth in business, which also relates a lot to our topic for tonight, navigating through SA as a young entrepreneur, or as an entrepreneur in general. However, it's Youth Month, and I think we really need to focus on that. And it reminds me of this thing that says, remember that magazine that was Vukuzenzele?
Vukuzenzele.
Right.
What happened to it?
No, it's still around. It's just we live in a digital age, and so if people have data, Vukuzenzele is not the first thing you're going to go search and want to go read that magazine.
It's still there. You can get it online.
Yeah, you can still get it online.
Wow.
It's on these government sites, but it's quite informative. But that is basically what we need to do as the youth as well. We need to take responsibility. I'm always very excited about June 16th, not only because it's a public holiday in the winter and you don't have to go to work and you don't have to go to school, but also it like so many things happen during this time of the year, or during this time of the month, that kind of make you realize this is not just some ordinary public holiday.
It's very special.
It's very special. I remember when I was in school still, people used to have these events, such as which are going to be happening tomorrow. The Church of Mission of Christ, they're going to have also a priest convention, or a conference rather, and they really want to focus on the youth, you understand? And I think it's really great that
is
the
there
churches are taking
activities for the youth that's going to take place?
Yeah, there is, but not just for the youth, it's going to be for everyone, you understand? Like everybody's involved in it, because it's not just like people between the ages of 15 or 16 and 35 that have the day off tomorrow. Like everybody has a day off tomorrow, the government mandates that. So it's for everyone. The other thing that is also going to happen tomorrow is the netball day at Williams. It starts at 9. It's not just for males, but we do encourage male participation. It's for females as well. It's a tournament, basically. It's going to be held the entire day. I hope it's also going to be a fundraiser, because it's youth organized as well, so that we can have more opportunities. It's going to be 10 Rand for the adults and 5 Rand for the kids.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice,
so
nice.
Hope to see you guys there. I'll definitely be attending both of those things that I just mentioned.
Oh, you're fully booked.
Yeah, no, man. Like this thing of, obviously, it kind of feels like a Friday because it's weekend end day. But I really think we need to participate in these things and see the importance of having a day to celebrate, such as tomorrow.
Yeah. And to touch on that, I'm motivated and excited at the same time, seeing what the youth, especially in Prieska, are doing. There's a lot happening. I think there was an event, we were very excited about it, the modeling thing. I also saw a poster, it's coming again. I think they're gonna have like finals or something.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do for Youth Day tomorrow, Danny?
For my, I don't have plans. As a musician, I don't have plans actually. I was invited for a walk in Marydale, but tomorrow we have a studio session with the guys, so I'll be in studio whole day.
Okay. Well, that's also a great way to spend the public holiday, you understand? Because I believe as artists, you guys are also...
As artists, as a young person, at least you should be doing something that at least it's gonna change someone's life or your life. tomorrow, June 16. That's my message.
Okay,
for
so
tomorrow for everyone.
like, are you guys recording?
Yeah, we're recording, making music. No events. So
And okay,
yeah.
planning to release anytime soon?
Not anytime soon. Not anytime.
Yeah, no, it's body
We,
form.
we just making music and keep it there. I don't know. Maybe sometime we'll drop.
No, you have to release it. You have to drop it. Drop it.
Yo, the
or something
process,
and make
the process,
money.
the process. It's very tough because now after we record, we need to take it somewhere for mixing and mastering. See?
Yeah.
So from there, it's a lot of money. Music, it's money.
Yeah.
But talking about that, as a young person, I think if you start thinking of it, you should put action. It's possible. You can make it. So if we have plans, talking about business, we have entrepreneurs who haven't started. We have people who have dope ideas, but they don't know when or where can I start. I think that's the most challenge that as young entrepreneur we face. We want to depend on sponsors. We're not getting sponsors. There's nothing happening. So my advice in that term, I'm saying, put action.
Yeah, and you see, that's where I come in when I say that I don't actually accept that as an excuse from the youth's part to say that we don't have information. We live in an age of information, so ignorance is really a choice, right? So, and there's all these things happening. Omiletu mentioned this the other day, that not just the local government, the provincial government and also the national government, the government in a sense, is to protect its citizens, and what they mean by that is to make it conducive enough for them to grow, you understand? And I think though the platforms have been available. They've been available. We have been given somewhat of bootstraps to strap one by. And yeah, you know, when we talk about unemployment, as we look to the government. Understand? Not because we want the government to make the environment conducive enough for us to start businesses or all of those things. But I think it's for us because we want to get government jobs a lot of times, right? And the unfortunate part is, and this is the hard truth, that not everybody can be employed by the government.
100%.
There is a huge gap in the private sector that we have to take up as the youth.
Can we blame like the government all the time? Can't we blame our education system? Because I think you wanna finish school, go to university, be employee. They don't tell you should be employer.
I would
like
say
you don't study to be employer, you study to be employee. That's like we are stereotyped to.
Very much so. I think, however, that's why this is what I'm trying to say. You understand? Sharp, okay, you think you're going to study and you're going to finish studying and you're going to go look for a job and get a job, right? But if you look at the statistics, a lot of graduates are unemployed. Yes. So my question then is, what have you been doing for those 3, 4, 5 years at varsity? Have you only had that mindset, if you, at the same time knowing that there's a chance for you to not have employment, like an employment contract waiting for you after those 5 years, for instance? We really need to apply our minds. We need to transform our minds a bit. And also, if you go to varsity or you go to any institution of higher learning, they, or at least the one that I went to, they make it a point to make sure that, you know, you need to be a critical thinker, because they understand that there's a gap between the basic education system and tertiary education. Right? Because tertiary is at an international level. Because, you know, like most of our institutions of higher learning are internationally accredited or recognized, rather. So you need to, I think we need to take accountability for ourselves as well as the youth, because let's say, how long are we going to blame the government? And I know I'm going to get under a lot of fire for this because, right? Because Because
wow.
because I know I always get identified because I'm more on the other side, you know. I'm more on the other side of the spectrum when it comes to these things.
Okay.
And I just think that we need to take accountability for ourselves as well. If I did not have any bootstraps to go to university, NSFAS probably helped me to get there. That's government.
That's government.
Right? The very institution that you go to is a government institution. I mean, obviously, if you're going to varsity college without a bursary, which is not easy, like I don't think people get bursaries. Even if you do get a bursary to go to varsity college, which is a private university, it covers like your registration only. It doesn't cover your accommodation. It doesn't cover your food. It doesn't. It only covers a portion of your books. So then, in my view, if you want to go to varsity college and you have the access to go to varsity college, maybe employment is not so pertinent to you because it's a private college. If you go to Monash, because those universities, they're literally double the fees of what your standard university is. It's very expensive, right? So you go to this government institution, which is most of them, Bukke, Kofsies, Stellenbosch, Wits, they're all, and they're a bit expensive, but NSFAS covers you, right? So now you're done with that. And now what we then do is, especially as black, and I'm not blowing shots at them. What we then do is that once we get those skills, once we acquire those skills, it's either we want to flee the country and go teach in China, which I'm not saying you shouldn't do.
You're talking about.
You understand? I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. Do that. You understand? If you feel like that is where you want to go to.
Go there.
Right? Go there. Go to Australia. Go to New Zealand. Go to Russia. Go to all of these places where you'll be making a lot of money. Right? But I feel like we are not identifying, like we're struggling to identify the problem that we have. Right? And also the other thing is, once we're done with university, we don't want to go work for government immediately because you have a degree.
Yeah.
You want to go work for the private sector because there's money there.
There's money, yeah.
Right. Okay. The private sector is this small. Right?
Government will give you a post.
Exactly. However, what is stopping you from being part of the private sector? You have skills. You are a skilled person. You're a young professional. The moment you walk away with a tertiary degree, a tertiary qualification, whether it be a national diploma,
you are employer.
You must have the critical thinking skills because you're not just a matriculant. You understand? And there are people that have successful businesses that started out right after matric.
You
understand?
We have millionaires.
And I think we as the youth, we really have to realign ourselves, our thinking, transform our minds in a way to think that what we want, because you'll hear these graduates complaining so much, right? But they're not organizing. We're not going to get anything done as the youth. We're not going to get anything done as the youth if we are not organized enough. If we don't do what we said we were going to do at the time we said we were going to do it. But that is what organization is.
Yeah.
Right? Or that's what I've been taught. We need to organize. You go to varsity, you let's say you live in Reds. You study law, your roommate studies accounting, your other roommate, or like your corridor, the guy that stays, was also a friend, studies architecture, the other friend studies agriculture, the other friend studies that. All of these very needed skills that we need.
All of them.
To employ not only the youth, but people that are like above the ages of 37. You understand? We do not organize, we do not put our heads together, because if Danny finishes and I finish at the same time, we compete for each other. Let's say, for instance, if you and I go do our articles as accounting article clerks, we will compete against each other. Black child against another black child. We will compete against each other at this Fortune 500 company because they can only probably take 20 out of the 500 that they took in. You understand? And I'm not saying that that is necessarily a bad thing, but
I think it is. It's a bad thing.
I think it's a good. I think it can be a good thing as well. What I'm saying is you have to take accountability then for it if you're going to be part of that problem, because it is a problem.
I think we get into the problem by competing to each other.
So I don't know. I think Sorry, I go into this rabbit hole when I talk about this because I'm really thinking, but not to talk too much. But you give me your take about what you think we as the youth can do to do better, and especially as an entrepreneur.
I think
how do you navigate it being a young business person in South Africa today?
From my side, it's honestly tough. It's tough, but as I said, you need to put action. You need to, if ever you have a plan, do it. Get a team, as you say. For me, competition. There's healthy competition. Yeah? There's healthy competition, and there's competition that I wanna show you that I can do it better. I can host a better event than you.
Yes.
You see, not like we can team up, me and you, and do something together and go together. Maybe make a tour, or go from Prieska to Joburg. So what I'm saying is, as youth, we should start working together. We should start teaming up, supporting each other.
Yeah. But
because now you see the government, it's like blocking all the process of economic development in the country. So we can never ever anymore rely on the government. So we need to make moves ourselves.
We have to, speaking about collaborative efforts. I remember you had you were a singer, right?
Yeah.
You were a vocalist, right? You're not a rapper.
Not a rapper, yes.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're not a rapper.
Yeah, I'm a musician.
You're a musician.
I'm an event organizer.
You're an event organizer. All of those things, great. But let's talk about your music career as a musician. You fall into the category of being a vocalist.
Yeah.
However, you've managed to collaborate with somebody within your peer group that is also in that industry, but they're a rapper.
Yeah.
The Les. And I'm not trying to, everybody at home, I'm not trying to but hey, for creative and production value, I'm gonna have to mention my my fellow colleagues, right? Yeah. And look at how wonderful that worked out. You guys went on to national TV.
It went so far. It went so far. That's why we say teamwork. It kills everything. We went so far with the song. Actually, that's why I'm saying I work with everyone. If everyone wants to work with me, come to me, hey, bruh, I have this idea. I'm gonna support that.
And that's the way to navigate.
I'm gonna support that. You come to me, Danny, I want to do this, bruh. This idea, this business thing I wanna do. What's your input? I need you. There's a reason why that person is coming to you. There's something they see in you.
Yeah.
So I think now there's a time, we are at a time where we cancel jealousy, we cancel everything, we work together as Africans.
Yeah, and for that we need, I think, I know I said a couple of weeks back, people think, guys, they have so many thoughts, but I have to say, because I don't know if it's the truth, but I think
you always see that people have thoughts.
No, only when I'm annoyed, you understand. So I think like I don't like. Let me not say anything. You know, I like when I say that when I am very annoyed when people have very unnecessary things to say, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to buy a thing, guys, my thoughts. You know, like it's like why do you have to think about anything? It's just something. But what I want to say is that we need to have what we need, like you just mentioned, we need to cancel the jealousy, we need to cancel the envy. That requires honest and an honest, emotional conversation.
With who?
With ourselves. Like, say for instance, like you said, right? If I come to you with an idea, right, and I want to collaborate with you,
yeah,
for me to do that, and say for instance, I have this business plan. I'm a business person, an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur as well, right? And let's say you mentioned events, which happens a lot in Prieska as well, right? And you know, there's a blooming artist in Prieska as well. People trying to navigate and find themselves and see where they can find themselves, or they want to figure out their space in society, their role in society. If I come to you as an event manager, and you're an event manager, no shade, no tea to the event managers or to the people that are out there. Already, if I'm doing that, that means, and I want to collaborate with you, that means I've had that conversation with myself. I've had a very honest conversation with myself before I did that.
Yeah.
And the honest conversation with myself that I had was, it might be that I'm collaborating with somebody that might be better than us, that it might be better than I am at this thing that I want to do. But you appreciate it and you accept it because you can reconcile with the consequences of what might happen.
Yeah.
But you already had that conversation with yourself. So I'm still gonna go to Danny. Because I understand, okay, no, but Danny has
the skills.
Is this skill, he is that. But I also have, I have this, I have that.
Yeah.
But I don't have what Danny has.
Yeah.
And Danny does not have what I have.
Okay.
Right.
Let me stop you there. You come to me there, you come with the idea, then I catch you. Say, no, I can't work with you, bro.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna do the same idea you just came with.
Okay.
How are you gonna feel?
No, but
I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's the
reality.
That's what I'm trying to get at, right? I'm saying it's not myself. It's not just me as a corner. I can't be the only one to have that conversation with myself.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You must also have that conversation with yourself, and that is what's keeping us from moving together. You understand? If you have to look at all of the organized communities in society, it's normally people that make sacrifices.
Yeah.
You understand? It's normally people that make sacrifices and then can, reconcile with the consequences of what might happen. Like I said, it's a risk. I'm taking that risk. You might cut me off, you might steal my idea. But, that is the problem.
The problem we
face. That is the problem that we're facing, and that's what I'm trying to say. We shouldn't have that.
We should work
happening. We should have collaborative efforts. That's the theme of this year. You understand?
Let me do this. Let me give you this. Yes. Yeah. That's what we need. We need teamwork.
Right, we do. Because,
as young as we
competing for the same resources all the time. You understand? Sharp. I'm not saying that if Mulilo, the trust, or Harok, or whoever, Knowledge Pili, if they have things out, I'm not saying, guys, don't apply because I'm going to apply. Let's all apply. Let us all apply for these things. You understand? Because we want to better ourselves. You understand?
And if I get it, clap hands.
Clap hands. If you all get it, that's great. You understand?
Yeah.
However, now we all get it, but we don't want to collaborate with each other. but we all benefited from the same resource.
Trustee, yeah.
We're not going to keep on benefiting from the same resource. We are going to have to become the resource to sustain ourselves, to embed our communities. Because if I can make a successful business in collaboration with someone else, not only are you helping me, I'm helping you. And we're not just helping each other. Yeah. We are helping everyone around us. Understand? And so that's why I think, like when you say cut the jealousy, cut all of these things. And we need that honest conversation with ourselves. And also, and that is just, I believe that is taking accountability as the youth. And before we go to this ad break, everyone, and you can say something else after this as well.
Yeah.
We need to get involved in how our government is run. We can't just say, yeah, the government. My guy, the government is not this mystical unicorn
We
creature.
are the government.
You can also be in, if you organize, you can also bring the reform. If you feel like there's a bill or a law that is affecting you as a youthful person, and not just as a youthful person, it could be affecting your parents, your grandparents, your children, South Africans. We can only change those things by organizing and also getting to a platform of reform. But we don't do that. I see a lot of people saying, I'm not going to vote this year. What do you think you're doing a favor? You're not doing yourself a favor. And I'm not, I'm just speaking here as a responsible citizen of this country. But yeah, if you want to say something before we have to go to this ad break.
I think we're going to go to a break now.
You don't have anything to say to that?
So, I got nothing to say on that. We have so many questions, and we know at home you also have so many questions and so many challenges that you guys are facing also, as we are talking about our challenges. Yeah. So you can comment and let us know. Let's talk. We're gonna just take a quick break.
Yeah, and stick around.
And we have a surprise guest. We have a guest today.
Well, not so much of a guest, but not so much of a surprise, but yeah, we do. That's what I'm saying. Please do stick around.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack. I think we can have a very insightful conversation, very informative discourse. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, this is the Power Up Conversation. We'll see you guys in a minute.
fortunate to be having you today, Khomani. How's it?
All is good in you.
God is good all the time.
All the time, God is good.
Welcome.
Thank you and welcome. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Now, everybody at home and guys, we just got alerted by load shedding. We got so comfortable with not having load shedding, but let's hope we have enough time to unpack what we have to unpack. Yeah. So my name is Akona Kompela, and this is the Power of Conversation. We have Thabo Kwakwa in the house. We're just gonna keep this, conversational. We were talking about navigating through SA as a young entrepreneur and the challenges that you faced. We want to talk about your product that you have that is seemed to be very popular, and also how it got, in the hands, in the eyes, and also in the bodies of, very popular people in the country. But yeah, you can just start off by telling us who you are, where you come from, and that's up.
Yeah.
My name is Thabo Kwakwa. I was born and raised in Limpopo, but I'm from Prieska.
Oh,
Yes. Halala. Yes, he's from Prieska. Give it up.
And I'm from Prieska.
No.
Can I say it again?
Yeah.
Are you from Prieska?
No, yeah, please say.
Yes. I'm from Prieska. With no explanation, I'm from Prieska.
Thank you. I feel that.
Can you explain that?
I'm from Prieska. I buy my bread from Prieska.
Yes.
I mean, like, even my friend in Prieska knows me. My friend, I'll pay tomorrow. He can even say, okay, take your bread. He knows that I'm from Prieska.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll come back.
Right.
So I mean it, I'm from Prieska.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was just born and raised in Limpopo.
Yeah, no, that's great, man.
That's
So,
great.
where
Okay,
did you
take us through your journey. How did you start? Most of the time, as we were talking, for you to start a business, not something that you just gonna wake up and start. You're gonna think about it, think. Challenges. There's a lot of challenges that you faced. Can you just take us through that journey?
I went to my primary school in Limpopo. As I said, I'm from Limpopo. I was born and raised in Limpopo, but I'm from Prieska. I was born and raised in Limpopo, but now I'm proud to say I'm from Prieska.
Yes.
Where I went to my primary school and to my high school. Then I didn't do good in high school. Most of people think I'm a nerd.
Wow.
I'm not.
I thought so.
I'm not a bookworm. To a point when someone says, Thabo, I can't do school, I understand what does this person mean, because I couldn't do school myself.
No, Thabo.
I'm telling you, in grade 12, I got a D. Okay, a D which is almost a H. You know that D?
Yeah. It's just like on the border.
Do you know D?
I don't know. Listen, I'm not that old.
Yes, thank you.
I'm not that old. So now we have an idea of how old you really are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What I did, I went to try and upgrade at the Valley University of Technology. I failed even worse.
Wow.
So it was 1 year of, okay, I cannot say useless, but I learned a lot from that year.
Okay, but did you do like business, like economics?
What is business?
It's a subject. Can I old you? What this is instead?
Okay.
I could will help us because he knows D.
No, I don't know. Like he's the one who's like he's the one that knows.
Okay, you guys didn't have like business, economics, and.
Unfortunately, if ever there's one thing that I wished I studied, it's business. I didn't study business. I learned profit from the street. Oh, this I bought it 5 rand. And if I sell it 7 rand, the 2 rand is fine, and I can still go buy another one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's like that. I went to a technical high school, Tumnodi. From Tumnodi, I went to VUT. I upgraded, I failed. From VUT, I went to Central University of Technology in the Free State. That's where I got most of my exposure. That's where I studied IT. When I studied IT, everything seemed simple. It's like, hey, Thabo, is this you?
This
I used to get 3 digits. There is only 1 3 digits in a percentage, which is 100%. For the very first time, I get a 3 digit. Hey, Thabo, is this you? Yes. Okay.
And what did you study?
IT.
IT.
Oh, you
I
started.
studied IT, then in 2018 I did so good that they sent me to Germany
Yeah.
Wow.
to study computer science.
Okay.
That's where the perfume store actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it that side,
I was-
overseas. You did.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask,
Oh.
from all of the things that you could start a business with, what inspired you to go into perfume and aromas? You know, if you're a science geek.
No, actually my physical sciences on my matric, it's bad. But I was fortunate when I was in, actually I studied in Germany, but I got an opportunity to go to Paris.
Okay.
When I was in Paris, I got to go to a perfume museum.
Wow.
That trip changed me.
Was it like just a vacation or?
Yeah, it was just a vacation. Apparently, there are no borders in Europe.
In
So, me going to Germany, okay, living from Germany to Paris, it's like me going to Douglas. There is no border between Prieska and Douglas. Yeah, all of a sudden, hey, welcome to Paris now, guys.
Wow.
I'm really in Paris, yes.
Live in Paris. Thabo Kwakwa.
Yeah, I felt like I was living in a TV
Yeah.
for a moment.
So you met someone or?
No, it was at a perfume museum.
Uh-huh.
They explained their perfumes, how perfumes are done, and I started having the.
They show you the process, like.
Yeah, they showed me the process. There was one instructor there showing us everything, teaching us everything. I was like, oh. So when I came back, it was 2018. When I came back, 2019, I had a 6 months contract at some company.
Yeah.
And so after the 6 months period was ending, and I was like, hey guys, am I really gonna be broke after this?
Unemployment.
I remember I text someone and said, I'm tired of being broke. I wanna go into business. When I thought about what I know, what I've went through, then I said perfumes. I know how to design perfumes. They taught me well.
Wow.
And that's how I started.
That's a profound story.
Remember, I said I'm not smart. Remember, I'm not book smart. But, I think as
And I'm sure you had little money. You started with something very small.
My man, I started with 2. I remember taking 2 perfumes with a paper bag, going to a car wash, making them test.
And the perfume that you designed.
Yes.
Okay.
Making them test. Call me. I didn't have business cards by that time. I started small. When I say small, I mean small.
Yo.
And you see, that's what I just mentioned. You understand? You took accountability for your own situation, right? As a youthful person, you're like, I'm tired of being broke. I'm just gonna do this thing. This is what I have been allowed to know. But then the other thing that I think our guests and audience, and even me myself, would like to know is, if you don't mind, just briefly explain to us, from the product to manufacturing to the client. How does that work?
Actually, when I started this business, I started it like me and my friends who want to smell good. It was a business for me and my friends.
Okay.
And because of, my perfumes really smell good.
Yeah.
They smell good.
Let's go somewhere.
I just sniffed myself outside before I came in. I came from work and I was in.
And we can smell it. I thought you were gonna bring us something now. We're gonna
So I'm from work and like I had to work extra hours today.
Yes.
My boss said I must work extra hours and I have to obey. Because as one of the person, I'm leading a business.
And
I have to learn how to lead.
Talking about your job, I think as Africans or as a black person, you need 3 streams of incomes to survive in this economy.
My man.
Or what are you saying? What's your take on
As
that?
many as 10. Because actually what I'm doing, that is why I honor my job. That is why I cannot tell my boss that I cannot work overtime. Because my job funds my business.
Okay.
Should I not get customers? I still have to pay employees.
Yes.
And where will I get the money? From the bank. Do they trust me that much?
Yeah.
No, from bank.
Yeah.
So I value and I'm always at work. Okay, I love to always be at work. I love my job. I love what I do.
So what could you say to someone who wants to leave their jobs to start the business, who want to go for entrepreneur and full force?
What I can say is that what I've realized, the streets has more money than the office. So if ever you think your office is not comfortable, make your research first. I cannot say immediately leave, because the next thing I'm gonna say, South Africa, I'm advising you to leave. Tomorrow morning you have no customers. So what do? You keep both. You just have to manage your time. Then the first one funds the second one. Up until the second one push you to say, hey chief, I want you full time and I'm giving you 200K a month.
Wow.
Then you say,
and I'm sure you're making 200K time.
no, man,
say
not yet.
How much are you making? 1M?
Not yet.
2? Are you
I'm still growing the business. I cannot say I'm making money because I'm still growing the business. It's like when you're building a house, the money that you get from work, you take it all, you buy material.
You're so big. I saw the videos on your page. You so big. It's doing wonders.
I'm not yet there. I'm coming. Trust me.
So obviously your product is locally sourced, and since you said you're from Prieska, like, do you make it in Prieska or do you make it somewhere else?
I'm having a lab in Prieska.
Okay, that is great.
I'm having a lab in Prieska, and as I said, I'm funding myself. I have no funding.
Yeah.
I believe in, if ever I'm doing a very good job,
Yes.
big companies like Mlilo will see me and say, hey boy, come here. Here's 200 million, build a firm. I believe, I've never written an email to Mlilo.
Yeah.
Till today. I believe that, okay, even if ever they don't identify me, even if ever they don't see me, at the end of the day, they don't see me, let me write the email.
Yeah.
But I believe in pushing that they see me, that the CEO smells my perfume and say, is this guy really from Prieska? We have been projecting Prieska. Let's give this guy 100 million to build a firm.
To start a firm.
Yeah, because I believe, okay, in a way, I don't believe in writing an email asking for funding. Yes, sometimes
You've never done it.
I've never done it, and I think that's why I don't have funding even today. But the main aim is for me to get approached, to push myself hard, so they can identify me. Because if ever I'm saying, hey guys, my name is, I'm asking for funding, mean that these guys can't see me. I believe that one day they will see me. One day they will buy my perfume and they'll be using my perfume and say, this guy does not have funding.
That's a refreshing approach at brand building.
Yes.
It is, because the thing is, once you approach all of these trusts and all these big companies for your money, you kind of feel like, yeah, it's not like, you're not building your brand. They have to build it for you. And then you kind of feel like you might feel out of control out of what you want it to be at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, I want to own this brand. I want to build this brand, and I've been doing good.
I know you have.
But I'm sure there's a moment you almost like said, I'm stopping this. It doesn't work.
Every month end. Every month.
Okay, tell us about your challenges.
My challenges is just every month end. You make so much. As I said, I'm building.
I don't get it. Every month end, what are you saying?
Every month, ask every entrepreneur what happens every month end. And at the beginning of the month,
You have to pay employees.
the most difficult part. Okay.
But you're making money. Why it's difficult for employers to pay us?
Imagine having 20 rand and all of a sudden having 20 cents. You did money, but how? From 2 rand to 20 cents. How did I get here? That 20 cents is a profit. That 20 cents, you have to save it to build the family.
Yeah.
So it's not that easy. But I would encourage the youth that if you have a chance, go into business. If you have a chance, go study. I studied, and I believe me studying was just a backup for my life. So should I go into business full time and I don't make it? Hi, I'll go reprint my CV. Because I studied.
Wow.
Then the other thing that I wanted to touch on is, so how do we get Thabo Kwakwa on ourselves? How do I smell like Thabo Kwakwa? Where do I go to? Because like you said, you're still building the business. So I mean, you probably don't have a conventional distribution network. So where do
I'm
I
having
go?
60 distributors, more than 60, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I'm having more than 60 distributors, and I'm mainly available on my WhatsApp.
Okay.
072 610 8821.
Are you guys writing this down? You guys can watch it on the live. It's going to be available for like the next 3 days. So if you could just say that again.
I'm available on WhatsApp. 072 610 8821. I repeat, 072 610 8821. Also on Instagram, I'm available on TLK_Wood Boutique. On Facebook, I'm available. I'm having a page called TLK Wood Boutique. And that's where you can easily get access to me. Okay. If ever you cannot get me on time, you think that I'm still at work, you want to order, you can get to one of my distributors. They are always ready, available.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's 2023, and you know, if you have to think about 2033, where is Thabo Kwakwa? What does he look like? What does the brand look like? In fact,
actually, I love building the youth. Okay. When you talk about 3033,
yes,
I see young kids saying, you know, I want my customers to be the learners or students that I encourage, students that I help to get through university. Guys, I wish Prieska had a mentorship program, mentor mentorship. There are engineers inside this town. This town have massive people.
So much.
And so much. Imagine how, me myself, let me talk about myself. Okay, I can afford to print 10 question papers. Imagine if I had 10 kids, or 10 learners, so to call them kids, 10 learners under my mentorship, and I would just not do much, just print question papers and give them. Hey guys, are you doing okay? Guys, come to KFC, $2.50 ice cream. Hey guys, how are you coping? Can I please see your report?
That's
I think that will build Prieska.
Yeah.
You know,
philanthropy. In a way.
Okay, to me it's not, I know that obvious. After 2 years, after 4 years, 5 years, those learners will become my customers.
Yes.
I'm building a nation that will buy my perfumes.
Yes.
So it's not about perfumes. Perfume is my passion.
Yeah,
but if I ever had a chance now, I wish I could do that. Because currently as we speak, I'm having more than 300 students that have applied for university and NSFAS.
So you have like a mentorship.
Yes.
Okay.
Since my varsity,
yeah.
Since my varsity years, I would say, guys, I'm helping for free. Come
see me.
And they would come. And when I said 300, it's not only Prieska, Limpopo, Free State. I'm still having customers today say, Thabo wants help me. Thabo, I'm working.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, thank you for being patient with us. We apologize for the technical difficulties called load shedding, courtesy of ESCOM. But the story of Thabo Kwakwa is still continuing, and we're still in studio live with him. Thabo, as we were saying, apologies for the disruptions.
I was asking, do you think that our brothers and sisters, who my friend, that's what we call them. Yeah. Do you think that they have degrees and MBAs?
Yeah.
Even if ever they do, but what they do is simple. They stock and sell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if they do have those degrees, like, they're not using it like to be MBA, suits and whatever.
Do you know how much of the economy those guys make? 40 billion. 40 billion, my man. 40 billion a year.
Damn.
It's made by those guys.
Damn.
But I love them because they teach me business. Yeah. Hey, my friend, I will pay you to move. I said I buy my bread in Prieska. Yeah. My friend can even risk to give me bread because that I know this one stays at that corner. Yeah. We should be learning from my friend.
You think so? But the thing of you're gonna go to my friend, take the bread, and you're gonna go pay. But if you come to me as African, as a black child, you won't pay me. I have to run after you.
Yeah,
what's the problem?
No, I was gonna ask like why is it that we do like that? The spaza shop failed, you know, for Africans in in black communities, because those things did really exist. So
because we have relatives, my friend will tell us, not my friend. You took bread last time, now you can't take bread now. This is the thing. People think that we owe them. The fact that you're my cousin, I don't owe you a free perfume. How? From where? So, it started like that. Maybe, I don't know the history, but me trying to analyze it, it's actually the people around you that bring you down. But my friend, they build each other. But my friend, they go and stock in bank, open one shop. The next week, they fund the other one. They do what? They fund the other one to open a shop. You see them sleeping inside next to your bread, the one that you buy every morning. That bread is to help them build another one. Before you know it, that's why the stat says those guys have 40 billion. Those guys make in the economy 40 billion.
And they take that right back.
Mama, just give me one out of the 40 billion.
I'm sure you're gone. You go to Dubai. You leave the perfumes. You leave the business.
I'll never. One thing that I'll never leave in my lifetime. It's business.
It's a passion.
Because business, people think that business is this big weight. Business is just turning 1 rand into a 2 rand. Getting this thing with 3 rand, selling it 4 rand. That 1 rand makes a difference. In a year when you sell 1 million bottles, you're having 4 million. 1 million. Business is not something strange. Just
rocket science.
no. Having, as long as you can turn 1 rand into 1 rand to 10 cents, then you're a businessman.
And after that, you should have like a patience. Wait.
Yeah, the problem about us is that we want to tomorrow wake up and be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm far from becoming what I said, what you said I am. Because I see a long road. Because I see that even if tomorrow morning I wake up with 3 million inside my bank account, no, this 3 million is to build 15 million. The 15 million is Motsepe still making deals even today.
He hasn't stopped.
I don't know about our president, but
he's a businessman at heart, so I think, after being president, he'll probably just go right back to it.
So, do you think that now he's sitting not negotiating any deal?
Yeah.
He's negotiating every day.
So, exactly. That is business. Once you have 2 rand, you negotiate for 3 rand. Once you have 3 rand, you negotiate for 4 rand. I said, I'm not expecting business, but that's one thing I learned. Oh, it works like this. I didn't go to school. I've never studied business in my life. Not even once. Never. I've never sat in a business class, but I want to change that. Maybe I'll be doing MBA.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yes, I'm also blown away, man. I'm speechless.
I'm speechless.
It's how do you? Okay, but that basically answers the question that I was going to ask as to after you got mentioned on various popular platforms, your phone must be going off like crazy with orders and stuff like that. Like how what's your reaction to that? Like I said, you basically answered it, but I have to ask that question now. What's your reaction to that?
I always give thanks to God. That Father God, thank you. Wow. Cause, at first I thought I could handle this alone. And I've got this under control. After work, I respond messages. How do you get to respond to 400 messages? Text in 1 day.
Yes.
Okay, then I saw that, okay, you know what, Thabo? Instead of giving 5 rand, it's better to get 2 rand and share this 3 rand with your employees.
Yeah.
Because there's no need, you're getting stressed, you're even texting on the road, you'll even get accidents. It's fine, get 2 rand, 3 rand, share with your people. If ever it's 1 rand, it's 1 rand that you didn't have.
Yeah, because you can also end up owning everything of nothing.
Exactly. Hey, what? Hey, I'm this side, I'm this side. I'm always stressed. depression is here. Only because I want to pocket everything to myself.
Yeah. And then you don't have anything. Really.
And you don't have anything because you don't even have time to spend your money.
Exactly.
When will you be going to Dubai? Here you're busy, you're a cashier. Here you're busy, you're a captain of your firm. Hire. If ever there's one thing that I would advise people with businesses, hire. Young people with businesses, hire. That's what I got from my sister. Thabo, hire. And it allows you to, even if ever it's 50 cent, extra 50 cent a day, trust me, that 50 cent a day makes a difference. Unlike getting 20 rand a day after going up and down, after driving, you don't even see that actually this car that I'm driving, it's up the money that you're making.
Yeah.
You're making 50 rand a day, but you're doing everything yourself. No, hire. If ever you want to grow, get people to help you. You'll be.
It's gonna make things.
I'm happy to say there are people from Prieska that are busy assisting.
Yeah.
They're assisting me. And you can say hired, but I don't want to say hired. They're assisting me big time.
So you have like
more of a partnership. I
would say partnership because if ever the company grew, they grow with the company.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like me. If ever the company grows, I grow with the company.
Yeah.
If ever you started with it, have you ever heard in the locations go about, hey, this one, he's working for this company. Hey, he started with the company when it was still small. That's what I'm building.
Yeah, and that's what we need. We need employers who, like, when you become a millionaire, make your employees millionaires also.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the future we're talking about.
Exactly. And I believe in, if ever I continue helping people to apply, helping people to go to university, in future, I'll not struggle. Because they said, no, Thabo, can I please get internship at your company? And internship will be also helping my company and also helping him or her to get experience. Actually, that is I want to build Prieska. I love Prieska. I love the city.
What's so special about Prieska?
There's something special. What's the diamond? What did you see?
Small.
I know we know what's special, but I really want your take on it because people always say this when they come to Prieska. They don't want to leave Prieska.
Man, Prieska is,
like who?
I mean, like
Yourself, my friend. You've been here. You've been around.
If ever there's anything that I would say about Prieska, it's small. So if ever I see an opportunity of building a town, it's Prieska. I cannot go to Johannesburg and build Johannesburg. Who am I? The
Is it being afraid of the competition? Cause
let me just say yes and accept the defeat. I'm afraid of the big guys. So even here there are big guys. It's fine. Okay, at my corner, let me just build my small group.
There's space.
So in Johannesburg, how many are we building our small groups in a corner? I'm not saying Johannesburg is a bad city. You must be super strong, but I'm not that strong to try to build Johannesburg. To try to build Bloemfontein.
It's already big.
It's a big city.
But
so
here,
Prieska,
I get you.
it's a small, nice city. You know, some people still don't know Prieska. Where's Prieska? Northern Cape. Where's Northern Cape?
Kimberley.
Kimberley, you see Kimberley?
Yeah.
You drive plus minus 200 and 100 kilometers before you get there. Oh, and is it a town? Yeah, 2 streets. KFC, Jet.
Yeah.
But it gives me an opportunity that one day, if I want to help in building a town, because in order for me to build Gauteng, I must be a multi-millionaire. In order for me to build Kimberley, Bloemfontein, I must be a multi-millionaire. I'm not yet a multi-millionaire.
Let's just talk about getting to be known in Johannesburg. How much you work.
Yeah.
But in Prieska.
In Prieska, you arrive today, my man. I love my Prieska people. You arrive today, they know where you are from, whether you have your wife or not, how many kids you have.
Yeah.
Welcome to Prieska, and I love that.
Yes. As a business man, you looking at it differently because you're saying you use that to create an opportunity, a business opportunity, and that's the definition of entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You see opportunity, you use that.
That's why they call me Man van die Perfume.
Say that again.
Man van die Perfume.
Man of the perfume, like man of the year.
And I was like, this is a nice place to. I'm like, within I'm here and they already know that I'm selling perfume. No, this is a nice town that I can try to build. When I'm saying trying to build, I'm not saying it's not being built. There are guys, guys, I was so excited to see that there's a podcast and radio in Prieska. I was like, really?
Yeah.
This is a nice town to be in.
Yeah.
I've experienced it, the start of it. Did you experience the start of Metro FM? When did it start?
Yeah.
But I get to experience the start of this.
The growth. Yeah.
The growth of this.
Yeah.
This daily, I'm monitoring it. It has more and more followers.
Growing.
And I'm saying, no, I'm not going anywhere. Prieska is my home.
Yeah, no. And it is fulfilling to know that you were part of something. If one day that Prieska becomes this, social hub in this massive place, you will know that, you will know that it's a fulfilling, it's very fulfillment, man, like to be able to say that, I was part of that. You see that building, I know who owns that building and how that building looked before it looks like, the skyscraper that it is.
Yeah.
It is, it's a good feeling. So I truly get what you're trying to say. I also share the same sentiment. Instead of, exporting, go to these crowded places, like you said, it's not that it's bad cities, but it's already built, man. It's already built. You understand?
If there are 40 graduates in Prieska, after I came in, can it at least be 20? Because I'll help them go to university. Hey, university is nice. Varsity? Yeah, man. I tell everyone who's next to me, who's in matric, or, man, just make sure you get there. Then 4 pieces alone in a plate, you cook for yourself, it doesn't matter. And there is NSFAS as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes, how difficult, I said about this, I talked about this. We should be helping, those who can, we should be helping learners apply. My man, even myself, when I get to traffic department and they give me a form, I still do imagine a learner in grade 12 having to fill in an NSFAS form. Yes, it's as easy as it is, but it can be as confusing. But where now you have experience, where now you know how to fill a form, okay, maybe gender, male, female. In a form they put as sex.
Can I have what's been sex?
Sex.
You're
we're not saying the schools are not teaching them.
Yeah.
But maybe they're teaching them everything, but there's one part. And remember, it's an online. They have to have data. That's why I say, I wish we can form a mentorship program here.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, and now, what do we do? Help them apply. Just call them one evening, KFC. Thabo's group is there. I help them apply with my laptop. Okay, here, fill in this. Here, fill in this. By doing that is building a city. Nothing weird, nothing heavy. The very same data that I'm using to post this, that's the very same data I'll be using. Okay, okay. Because now things are online. That means that learner must be having a smartphone.
First.
That learner must be having data. I didn't have data when I was in matric. How do I expect another person to do? So, but by helping them, by gathering them together and say, trust me, Mr. Denny, if I would have a business in future, they'll come back. I never tell them that come back and buy my business.
Yeah.
Automatically they come back. Oh, Abuti Thabo. This week I got, I think, 3 or 4 people coming back. I just graduated. On my graduation day, I want to smell your perfume.
Wow.
Hey, what are you saying?
Wow.
And it made me proud. That's why I said, building the city is not about business. You can build it from learners. Because those learners, they will become doctors and come back into the city. One day, maybe you want to go to consult and don't pay. How? No, don't pay. Don't you remember me? You once helped me apply. Apply where? University and NSFAS. NSFAS is for everyone. According to their category. But it's not everyone who gets to the internet. My man, opening a simple thing, Facebook. We still have people saying, open Facebook for me. Help me open Facebook. So we expect that learner to also fill in that NSFAS form. Where else you're here?
That's a struggle.
No, let's help them.
Yeah.
Let us help.
Let's help them. We're building a city. We can. I'm original from Limpopo, but I believe that God placed me in Prieska for a reason.
There must be a reason, yeah.
Let's do it, guys. It's effortless. How? My man,
Teamwork.
you don't have 500 megabytes in your phone now. That 500 megabytes can help 10 kids apply for NSFAS at university. Same time.
So Danny, that's your task. You have 500 megabytes in your phone. Right. That's your task for now.
No, it's like you looking at me and say, I
No.
No, I'm like, no, I'm just saying that. Did you get this? Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I hotspot the team. You know, say, did you see the look?
No, I didn't mean that. I meant, listen, this is what you have to do. Tomorrow, it's Tuesday,
Tomorrow,
you
yeah.
understand?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what are you doing, Mr. Kwakwa? Tomorrow, what's your plans?
Okay, I'll be traveling home.
Oh, you're going home.
Unfortunately, I stay far from home, so when I get
Limpopo.
yeah, when I get such an opportunity,
To show you flying. Man,
not yet,
businessman.
not yet. I won't get to a point where I'll be flying. I will get to a point where I'll be owning a private jet, because that's how I see myself. Imagine,
That's what I said.
imagine
That's what I said.
I have 5,000 students and I'm still nobody. Obviously, those 5,000 students will come back to buy my business, and at least one day they'll make me buy a private jet. I think they'll even give me as a gift. Hey, my man, I didn't know anything about NSFAS. I didn't know anything about Varsity University. Come here. I believe in that. Otherwise, they don't owe me anything. I'll do it for myself.
Yeah, no, that is, yeah, no, that's a great vision to have. That's a great vision. I love your faith. I can tell you're a very faith-based person. So if you're traveling where to exactly in Limpopo?
Home. That's where I was born and raised.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
You see, we're the same thing, you understand? When people talk about Limpopo, we only know Polokwane. That's it. Yeah, that's like, how far is it from Polokwane? I was going to ask.
It's like 45 to 50 kilometers away.
Oh, okay, so it's right around it.
Yeah, it's
on the outskirts of it.
And it has a lot of fruits.
Yeah.
You know about the avocado?
Yeah. That's avocado. Bring it avocado, like, flavor perfume.
Yeah.
I don't know, I love apple.
Can you get like flavors from fruit?
Yeah. That's what we call natural scents. I mean, like, that's what I use. A lemon. It's a lemon, like, from its growth on the tree.
You see, like we wasted here.
No,
It's
this is
supposed to
good.
be a perfume.
Okay, so how big is the range of the perfumes?
Apparently, there are more than 2,000 natural
Scents.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean in your brand now as Thabo Kwakwa, like how wide is the range?
I'm having a database of 300 perfumes.
Wow.
But to the public,
Okay.
it's only 15. Remember,
Yeah.
those, you cannot take out all your guns, man.
Yeah. You want to keep those, those are your golden ones.
When I see that you're coming with a buy,
It's like, you want this one, you will pay for this one.
so I believe in going step by step.
Okay.
Step by step. So it's only 15 that are out there.
Okay.
15 or 16, I'm not so sure. But there is more that I'm archiving. I'm archiving for future, I'm archiving for Center of Africa. As I said, it's coming soon. I'm archiving for maybe France might call me, man, we saw you're making perfume, you're also making perfumes. What are you doing differently? Then I'll pull out those.
It sounds like a recording artist. That's what you guys do, right? You guys make a whole bunch of music and then you just release an album of 10 songs.
Yeah, 2 songs.
But meanwhile, you have 300 songs like just there, and then you'll use them in the later stage. But that's really interesting, man.
Yeah, no.
It's good to hear. Danny?
Yeah, Mr. Kwakwa, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was a wonderful time with you, and I believe and I know everyone at home, they took notes, and there's so much we learned individually.
Yeah, and so I just wanted to ask, you are a P2I Limited, your company,
Yes.
perfume, and you're the sole owner of it.
Like I said, I don't even have funding.
Yeah, you want to own this
I
thing
don't
by
even
yourself.
have, even after I walk out of this place,
You still don't have funding.
I still don't have funding.
I'm sorry we can't give it to you. I'm sorry we can't give it
No,
to you.
it's fine. You'll have to recognize me for you to say, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. But still, if no one owes me anything, like I said, even if our big companies don't come after the show, it's fine. That means, hey, it's not their place to invest. Hey, do I want to force them? No, I cannot force someone from investing in my company.
No, it's really wonderful to put the face, the personality to the scent of what we smelled so far. Like I said, I went to go pick up an order at your place 2 days ago with my cousin. And she just got into the car and I was like, is it this thing that smells like this? She just got in with the bag and you could smell it. And it was like this, it was a very nice scent. And that's why, you know, I think we all agreed that we wanted you on the show tonight. I'm sure a lot of other people would also love to have you on their shows, which is great. I want you to have a very prosperic future. And I'm glad you say that you're from Prieska. You
From
understand?
Prieska.
I'm glad that
I'm
that
buying
you
my bread
mentioned
in
that.
Prieska.
Yeah.
Even now, my electricity.
You're gonna buy it from my friend.
My
Smash it
friend,
now.
give me 30 rand electricity.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, like the basics.
Yeah.
The bread, the electricity, the water that
The
I'm
water
using.
that you're using.
So, you come and call me an incomer.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you even know the word incomer.
I
I know
don't
it's
know.
from Prieska.
They call us incomers.
Certified in Afrikaans.
Certified.
My
Speak
company
Afrikaans.
has people from Prieska.
Yes.
So now, or you only call us incomers when it's time to eat. When you guys are eating.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, this one's not allowed to eat, it's an incomer. I even have learners that are in university now, using NSFAS that I help them with my data. They
Yes.
still call me an incomer.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm from Prieska.
How long, I wanted to ask you, like, how long have you been in Prieska? How long are you from Prieska?
Since 20, is it 20, that year of COVID, man.
2020.
Yeah, 2020.
No, you came 2020.
No, 2020. That's when I came in. I was like, oh, this is a nice place. At first I was like, where is this place? But it's far. I was like, oh no, it's right. I'm hiding.
Yes. It's 2019. You were here 2019.
No, man, it can't be 2019. It's
2020.
2019, I was visiting the street.
Do you remember the first time we met there, the street? Then you came with the perfume, I think, but you were not. I didn't know anything about you.
Amen.
I don't know what happened. We had a discussion of the perfume. Then you went to the car. You came with it.
That's what I do daily. I market my brand daily. I don't even remember because I most probably have done that 300 times.
Yeah, the same person.
No, you know why he does it? Because he called me for that day. Because I did a promo for him. That was a promotion, a big one.
Okay, so Danny, what are you saying? How long have you been in Prieska?
It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about Mr. Thabo here.
But it is, yeah, Mr. Thabo, Mr. Kwakwa, it has been a pleasant and a lovely experience having you on the show. I hope next time you are available again, if the time is much more conducive and much more suitable for us. But I really had a fun time. I enjoyed my time having a discussion with you about it. I think our audience at home, they definitely got some insight in what it is to run a business that is so recognizable and widely recognizable. You are a true inspiration. And thank you for being a mentor to our kids, to our learners.
Yeah. And to close the show, what can we just want a few words to the youth of Prieska or youth in general? What can you say about?
What I can say is that no one owes you anything.
Yeah, that's the message.
No one owes you anything. Even me, after helping you with applying university and NSFAS, I don't owe you. You owe yourself a successful life. You owe yourself all that you think you want to be. Don't come and say, hey, my mom was a teacher. Hey, teacher? So,
your mom was a teacher.
You were thinking that you must take the teacher. when she retires, must take the teacher skills and put it on you.
Yeah.
No, man. Also, get educated. Build yourself. It's not only through education that you'll make it in life.
Yeah.
I have some people that hustle. They'll say, no, I'm a hustler. Okay, if ever you think hustling will work for you, it's just that what I did, I went to school and now I'm hustling.
Yeah.
Now, so that I can have backup. Should hustle not be good? I told you that I'm going to print my CV. 20 of them, every company. So at least if ever you're even best of both, you're most likely to be good. So I would say, build yourself. No one owes you anything. No one owes you anything.
No one owes you anything.
No one owes you anything.
You owe yourself.
My uncle is a millionaire, but me, he doesn't look at me. He doesn't owe you.
That's experience. But yeah, everyone at home, once again, Mr. Thabo, thank you so much. Danny, thank you. Everyone at home, I hope everybody have a blessed and splendid Youth Day celebration tomorrow, remembering the youth of 76, as we are the descendants of 76. I'm Akana Kokala, your co-host, and this is the Power Conversation. Danny?
King Melody. Can we close with the freedom song? I think you said he's a musician again.
No. I said he's like a musician. You just want to talk music. Like,
he is a musician.
Right. But no, it's fine. It's fine, man. It's fine.
How about you sing a freedom song?
Yes.
No,
sing it.
No, sing it. No, yeah. Like, you could do us that favor. Yeah. You won't do that?
Freedom is coming.
Get ready, mama.
Prepare for your freedoms. You're not singing.
No,
thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. See you same time, same place next week and Monday. And please, guys, remember, if for those of you who want to make use of our advertising platform, do send us a message on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp line is on Facebook. Send us a message and we'll get back to you shortly. Remember to like and follow our pages. Those are Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And please also remember to subscribe on YouTube. If you're unable to watch the live, you can always catch it at a later stage. It will be there forever. Thank you for tuning in. This is K&Q, and yeah, we are